it's Miss Melina and we are back with another Craft and Code story time. Today's book is one of my personal favorites. It is called Mr. Tiger Goes Wild, and it is written and illustrated by Peter Brown. Everyone was perfectly fine with the way things were. Everyone but Mr. Tiger. Do you notice anything different about him? Mr. Tiger was bored with always being so proper. Good day, Mr. Tiger. Good day, Mr. Deer. Lovely weather we're having, I suppose. Indeed. Now, children, please do not act like wild animals. He wanted to loosen up. He wanted to have fun. He wanted to be wild. And then one day, Mr. Tiger had a very wild idea. Oh, what is he doing? He felt better already. Does it look like everybody else likes what he's doing? Mr. Tiger became wilder and wilder each day. Roar! His friends did not know what to think. Peculiar. Wow. Unacceptable. And then Mr. Tiger went a little too far. Uh-oh. Looks like something might have come off when he jumped in that fountain. Whoop! His friends had lost their patience. Mr. Tiger, if you must act wild, kindly do so in the wilderness. What a magnificent idea. So Mr. Tiger ran away. Into the wilderness. Where he went completely wild. Roar! But Mr. Tiger was lonely. He missed his friends. He missed the city. He missed his home. So, Mr. Tiger decided to return. And he found that things were beginning to change. What's changed? What do you notice? Now, Mr. Tiger felt free to be himself. And so did everyone else. The end. I love that story because it is just fine to be a little wild. We just have to know the time and place. So what we are gonna do together is make our very own Mr. Tiger in the jungle, and we are also gonna code another animal to go wild with Scratch. Stay tuned. First, gather all your materials. The first thing you'll need is your white piece of paper and a black marker. We're going to draw the tiger. So we're going to draw a shape that kind of looks like a triangle, but it's a little rounded. Then we're going to add some hill shapes for ears. Then we're going to draw a curved line across for the bottom of his mouth and a really large triangle for our tiger's nose. You're going to fill that in with black. Then you're going to add black little whisker dots down at the bottom of his face. Draw 2 little circles for his eyes, and then you're going to add his tiger stripes. So you're just drawing really skinny triangles all around his face. Next, you're going to take your orange marker and we're just going to fill in his ears and the entire top of his face. Then take your scissors and cut out your tiger head shape. Next, you're going to glue your tiger head onto the background paper that you chose. Then you're going to take your green paper and you're going to cut out triangles. I think it looks great if you have 2 different colored greens, but if you only have one, that's going to look fine too. Once you have all your triangles cut, you're going to take your glue stick and just start adding them around the entire perimeter of your tiger picture. If you have any leaves that are hanging off your picture, you can cut them with scissors. Then you can take your orange marker and you can add some little flowers by putting dots on your leaves. And then there you have it, your beautiful tiger in the wild. Alright dragons, so we are back in Scratch for the coding activity to go with Mr. Tiger Goes Wild. And you are going to be creating your own little story where another animal goes wild. So the main things we're learning how to do is to change our backgrounds with code. So you'll see over on this side where we have our backdrops, the first thing I did was click on this. And then I typed in city, and you can choose whichever one of these cities you'd like. Well, once you have it, you're going to come over and add another background. This time it's going to be a jungle. If you don't like that one, you could also type in forest. Or you could try typing in woods until you find something that you like. So the way you'll know if you did this correctly, when you click over onto your backdrop, you're going to go to the Backdrops tab, and you should see one backdrop that's a city and one that is somewhere wild. So what we want to do is code our backdrop to switch from the city to the jungle. So we're going to come over to code, and I want you to go to events. You're going to pull over when the flag is clicked, and then you're going to go to, so you'll pull this over and you'll switch it from jungle to night city with street, which just means when we start, this is where we want our animal, okay? So then we need to add some sort of animal to this story. So remember, these are called sprites. So you'll click on the cat with the plus, and then choose animals. And then you just choose whichever animal you want to be part of your story. And then when we click on him, we need to add a little bit of code so that there's a reason for our backdrop to change. So we're going to go to events and pull over that when the flag is clicked block. Then we're going to go to looks. We're going to pull over the say hello block. And I changed mine to say, I want to be wild for 4 seconds. You could choose something similar, some reason for your animal to leave the city. And then there's that important part where we're going to switch our backdrop to the jungle. So you're going to go down, pull over, switch backdrop to jungle, click that in there. And then you can have your animal say something else. I said for him to say, hooray. And then I put in a few little motion blocks just to make him kind of move around like he's dancing in the jungle. So all I did was pull over, glide 1 second to random position, and I did that 3 times. So I'm going to throw this away and kind of show you what it'll look like when you're done. So as you can see, he is dancing around. He's happy that he gets to be wild and in the jungle. So coach your own animal to leave that city and go into the jungle and have fun. I can't wait to see what you create.